not a friend or acquaintance, but since the documentary I'm next to be famous. Cause Radio 1 is heard by everyone, and everyone listened when they were playing my song. Nah, that's a slim chance, like an acid rap. Irish rap will never be cool, just like a fanny pack. But since the Cabbage Patch, my haberdasher's been a hand attached to a pen and pad while flipping birds like an acro.
What's the crack? His rap is full. The undercard for Ireland versus England. Make some fucking noise!
I am your co-host, Rap the Warriors, representing Shark City Team England. Premier battles, rap is full all day, baby. We're going to get into this battle today. And on my right hand side, you have seen him many times before, representing Ireland, Roll B people.
And on my left hand side, I guarantee you if this wasn't Ireland versus England, this would be a headline battle on a Rap is Full event. Yes. Fucking Jonny Darko.
Yes. We decided off camp that my man is going to go first, so it's round number one. Everyone show respect on the
Kill him. Darko and Roll B. Now I want to make one thing clear. That's my brother there. But just in case you're unaware, the shit that I've written is gonna disappear. The shit that I've written is gonna show you that even if you find my company a luxury up here, me giving you my time isn't, cause fuck it, Bobby, that's what rap is like. On this stage, it's whatever happens, happens, right? Now they didn't book us against the English, so they get some civil war to whet their appetite, but this clash will be bittersweet. But this clash will be bittersweet, cause we both take pride in these waters, but if you and your boys want it, someone could still die in these borders. So after I body him, Carl's mind and Dean Slaughter, it'll run through a wall like platform 9 3/4. And you won't do jack shit. But I'm shining. Here's Johnny. I brought an axe for Roll, but patience. Because if I pull a few strings, your band could get a slash like Axl Rose. Hope you put more prep into your pen than your dance moves when you practice, bro. Because if he don't fight back, you all might really see a punchline when I put jabs in row. But just be candid though. Because you're part of that camp that thinks it's because of who my crew are that I was practically handed a throne. But I'll go on record right now and say fuck you if you think cause I'll roll with class A's that I'm not an A class of my own. Trying to clown me on the forums. Saying I had to pay people to come gas me up knowing I run tick like Chun-Li's toys. Play the Joker and get the Harvey Dent treatment for telling tales cause I've always got heads regardless of the money side. And you are not all that, Robbie. Even if honestly up until now your pen has gone unchallenged pound for pound, it's actually impressive. What he does in 3 hits with the impact of 1,000 rounds, but against Scott, in this building, you said, and I quote, I'm the generator for this building, I'm the energy in the room. Well, I thought that was a joke, but I see that you went clowning now, because when they say they want dark, all I have to do is touch your buttons to cut the power out. Yes. And by the look, earlier on in the battle, well, O'Shea and Sayo, O'Shea said, I'm going to give Sayo a broken leg. But he got so trashed by Sayo that he missed and hit Rowe instead.
Let me just brace myself. Well, I explain how I brace myself. I'm not gonna lie. When I walk, it's very sore because my friend Chachi told me to break a leg, and as you can guess, we're not talking anymore. Oh no, I digress. I digress. Because when this battle got confirmed, I got an inbox from Jamie. He said, "Ro, I'm snapping. This ain't right. I mean, we're good enough to be your main event, but we just pass it up this time." And I said, "Nah, bruh. Let's just show them how it's done. It's time to saddle up and ride. So we'd like to welcome everybody to your battle of the night." Because for those of you, yeah, not any fucking more. So for those of you who don't know, I'll give you a brief history lesson. I know, I'll give you a brief history lesson. I know Jamie Boyle 10 years on a you know, I deeply respect him. He started it off in a group. He went by Indecency. Then him and his friends were together until the kid up and left him for greener pastures. Well, then and now my click's still the essence and the reason why I still love to see. I stick with my brethren, so I keep him my arm's length, because I ain't quick with forgetting. Don't be rolling with snake eyes if his teeth got the venom in him. Don't get me wrong, I know Jamie ain't no walk in the park. I had to put the question to myself, like, Robbie, is there any chance of you failing? I know you haven't got a particular style, and to be truthful, he could be a coffin with 2 nails in, so I went to my brothers for guidance, like, lads, am I a joke sayer or a straight slayer? I mean, which do I do to get the dude flailing? And they said, oh yeah, bow! Oh yeah! But I guess after this one, it's smooth sailing! So if he thinks he's deep, if he thinks he's deep water, nah, it's a witch hunt. I'm a Salem because lots at stake. So if he don't come clocked and ready for work, I'm dock his pay and drop his rates, because I may have came lighter before, but now that I'm concocting flames, it'll be a cold day in hell before you see me take a body when I'm on this stage. And yeah, we're usually friends, Jamie, but not today. It's the heel turn of the century. Soon as you go to walk away, I'll pull you back down to the ground till I watch your coccyx break, till I hear Jim Ross screaming at me, not this way! That's all, he's killed him! No, but this is just your 4th battle total. And honest, Johnny, you've done greatly. But when he turned his back on the battle scene, I took around to show how Robbie runs crazy, so now he wants to jump back on the bandwagon. Well, I'll turn this hitchhike to a horror show, so we want it to him safely. Because why the fuck should Johnny get a lift from us if he's just a Johnny come lately?
Let's go.
That JR bar was pretty good, wasn't it? That whole, not this way! I'm on some Aerosmith shit. You couldn't walk this way! You like to get really mean in battles, don't you? You do, don't you? But it's cheap. It's cheap. And that's no discredit in Rose's penmanship, because you rip a rapper down to their core and expose skeletons, make no bones, Rose veteran, but it's so evident you use that to disguise your own negatives, because Rose's sensitive. So for the next few bars, I'm going to give you a dose of your own negatives. Because his longevity isn't a testament to his writing or that Rob's consistent. It's the fact you're nearly 10 years deep and you've done like 8 battles on an AWOL album that's non-existent. They still see you as a novelty act, but I won't knock your talent because Robbie's gifted, but God forgive him, you must realise after waiting nearly 10 years for that big break that you probably missed it, but honestly I applaud your persistence, and I'm no prophet of wisdom, but after all this trial and error, you would think at some stage you take a good hard look in the mirror and decide to get your life together, but you haven't. And we're friends, Robbie, so I'm not saying you should hang it up yet. A lot of us younger rappers watched him pave the way. Just so we knew not to follow in your footsteps. So are you upset? Shed a tear. I'd rather Temper's flare, because he just spit his drink in the air and I got all over me there. So are you upset? Shed a tear. I'd rather Temper's flare, because... Are you upset? Shed a tear. I'd rather Temper's flare, because I've had a hellish year and there was a couple of things I wanted to address in here, like... A few weeks back I teased retirement. Retracted my statement once my head was clear. I was in a bad place and you clowned on it. So I watched this Snakes game from the top down like it's Metal Gear, so for that, fuck the high horse that he's riding and your cheap writing, because every battle you spend like a week rhyming, then go for the punch and we see it doesn't quite land like WWE fighting, but these like it. These like it, because your performances. These like it, because your performances peak with discreet timing. Where all that arm waving won't mean shit when I beast boy, and when Podge set it up he said Rob in, I said God he can get slayed like Teen Titans. And your board's mouth is where blue bottles go to die.
Say it again, bro. Say it again.
What did you say? His board's mouth is where blue bottles go to die.
Let's go round 2 OP, let's go people. Let's go, fight back son, fight back.
Hold it down!
Oh, Johnny. Can I call you John?
No.
Listen, John. Remember when you told me, Rob, if I could sing, well gosh darn, I wouldn't even rap anymore. Oh, I wish this bloke could sing.
That's how you wouldn't have to battle.
Oh, I wish he had the vocal hits of the Ghost of Prince. Oh, I wish he had the throat to sting with the golden notes of Pink and Unwoken and Holy Mix of Bruno Mars and Ellie Goulding's kid. Oh! Because I would have a newfound belief in God if at the peak of dawn, instead of sleeping on, he jumped out of bed sounding like Celine Dion, because that would mean he'd quit rapping for good and be completely gone, and I wouldn't have to hear another fucking minute of his creepy bleeding songs. Oh my God! Because have you heard this chap's album? Woo! This shit is too wild. I had to sit for a while and listen to find the things he thinks in his mind, and finally I realised when I picked through the lines that he's not actually saying anything. He's just spitting with style, so I guess it's true what they say. Any substance will overflow if you bring it to boil. When he has some tremendously violent bars. Says he's gonna crack skulls like porcelain while making references to Isengard. Oh, boy, that's hard. No. Because could you imagine? I know a couple of hundred of the world's toughest of gangsters, and when they aren't out chugging butt by the gallon, punching and spazzing, beating fucking assassins, they sit at home professing their love and their passion for Lord of the Rings and Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, could you not be a little bit more believable, Jamie, no? He's always rapping shit like, I'm a low blow this blow. And choke his throat until the blood soaks his clothes. Really? No, you won't. You're 6 stone wet. Anymore is a... You're 6 stone wet. Anymore is a fucking clear reach. I am literally double you, Jamie. Guess that's why he's looking near V. That was shit, I know. I like that. I kept it in. But my point is, if I'm not on that hard man shit, then all of your thoughts are completely trivial, because a man should only play that jumper role if he's at least fulfilling it. So that is the reason to me it seems this geek has reached his peak and pinnacle. So now it's time for a tip. Unless you're right in it and living it, don't be writing it and spitting it. Time.
Come on, Sweden.
Things got
Sorry, bro.
Things got a little bit uncomfortable in my second round, didn't it? Even Damo looking at me like, ooh, Dark done him dirty. But it was high time this battling vet got his reality check for thinking you'll get to 3 all while have you pushing daisies before you're pushing 30. Ireland's best kept secret. Keep it. That's a title by default, because you're good, but you don't know how to apply your speech. You disappear for like 90 weeks, then come back and expect a giant's feast when it's time to eat, but you punch like. Ironic, because it's all hands when you try and reach, but Darko nice, a right hook, a split roll like an oil seat. You old fuck. Reflecting on a career that doesn't stack up to his peers, and it hurts you deep down because it took you nearly a decade of battling to get to this stage, and it only took me 3 rounds. You used to be the king in the jungle, bro. What happened to that passion and heart? Because just know when you clash him with Darko will kill you, brother, and they expected me to take this lion down. That's Mufasa and Scar, man. Dark Lord's a machine. Like Anakin behind the cybernetics, or Kane in the mask when he would hide expression wouldn't like his entrance, I'll bring fire to the ring without the use of pyrotechnics. Let's talk about you and Raptor for a minute. Your boy is right. Your boy is right. Always get together when you write your best shit, but it kills you deep down that you can't do a fucking thing without his name being mentioned on some Simon Says shit. Tired of playing second fiddle to Dean, so all that brotherly pride's embellished because you're a fucking snake and you'd stab him in the back with the same hand you extend under the guise of friendship. You'd sink without Dean. You are absolutely nothing without the guy you ally yourself with, but prove me wrong and see how long you can last solo when I Kylo Ren this, but your ship has sailed, Robbie. You need to stop thinking about what could have been and try and move beyond the pondering. But it's fitting you call yourself Ro, because you don't know how to move beyond the pond you're in. Time.
round, alright? Ready?
What about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry for this one, my friend. Here's where you start having panic disorders. Because remember when you sat going backward and forward for a half hour while you argued with Flawless, saying you were in Ireland's biggest hip-hop group, and then start barking out orders like how we should get familiar with you? But then you got angry with Carlos because he didn't care who you were. He said you weren't the standard he brought us, so then you told him to check his attitude like you're that damn important. But nah, here's the grand slam of the story. Because a few days later on the Irish Rap Battling Forum, Jamie puts up a song, Class A's, featuring Jonny Darko, and that got us all chatting and talking. I mean, he's always saying he's in the group, so what the fuck is he clamoring on for? But nah, here's the real punch in all of this. Because while Jamie's trying to explain away his fabrication, it's awkward, because then Redzer gets in line and denies he has any more than a bit part of involvement. Oh my lord, that is fucking embarrassing. Oh, you need more than a machete to cut the tension. Because when Redzer was rattling off the Class A's bunch of members, you didn't get a fucking mention. Jeez. But why is that? I thought you were in Class A's, Jamie. I mean, he's always quick to rush to reference every time he's not getting enough attention. He gets too much defensive when people don't acknowledge his accomplishments. This prick is the one who tells us. But then you left your actual friends for that? Well, that just shows me that you're a cunt and selfish, but you couldn't help it. Because that's just who you are. And he can say I've done nothing compared to him, but that's just the dumbest sentence his bum could pencil, because I earned the respect I have off my own back. He got it after he stuck a knife in someone else. But if I'm fucking honest, I don't even know why you care. I don't even know why you fucking care. Because Redzer's not on your level. I mean, I think he's average as shit, and I fuck with Terra majorly, but I don't even think he can handle the kids. So if they're supposed to be your mentors, but can't get up to the standards you hit, then the only thing they've taught you in 5 years is how to act like a little arrogant prick. I
Rob. Keep talking, Rob. Shit.
The only thing they taught you in 5 years is to act like a little arrogant prick. I mean, see, oh shit, man, act like a little arrogant prick. You all put me off. It's my own fault. Act like a little arrogant prick. I mean, see, the only thing they taught you in 5 years is how to act like a little arrogant prick. I mean, see, arrogant prick. A little arrogant prick. I mean. Act like a little arrogant prick, I mean. How's this? Ah, fuck, man, I'm at the fucking this up big time, isn't I?
Sorry, Robert. Come on,
arrogant prick, I mean. I know, wait, I don't know the fucking setup, I know the rest of it, you know? He acts like he's so good, but who is he really trying to convince? Is it us? Or is he trying to decide for the voice that's within? I can't decide which it is till it hits me. He's just a boy, he's just a kid. Because me, I try to be real with myself. So stick with me while I get to the finish. Because us two have been part of Irish hip-hop a long time, but barely made a dent in the image. But I promise you right now, there's only one person up here with the self-respect to admit it. Last thing. This is my tour. This is the last thing. This is my tour battle since I returned. From north to the south, 3 Irish battles back to back. I keep knocking them out. But 3 Irish battles is more than some have in total. They keep importing them now and claim they're the best online, but won't do the talk with the mouths. But see, it's easy to claim you're the best. But lads, I'm warning you now, it doesn't mean a damn thing if you're abroad and without the stones to back it up at home, just afraid to be lost at the count. Because since a lot of us came back, it's shown you all into Dose, the Podge, Terminal. Get ready. You know what's happened. We're calling you out! Motherfucker!